Okay, I'm gonna share something with you about you. So I am an introvert. And I've always kind of I struggle going to events, especially when I know there's going to be a lot of people I don't know there. And I've always been just like, okay, that's just me being an introvert. So you and I were together at an event a couple of weekends ago, and you made the comment when I was sharing with you, what I was experiencing, that I was actually having a physical reaction to being around all the people. And you said, I've got something that can help you and can help you with your anxiety. I had never thought about it as anxiety before. And
Oh,
I just always thought it's just me being an introvert or me just like, and I would joke and say, I just don't like people, or I just don't like being around people. And, but it never occurred to me that I was actually physically having anxiety. And I think that's such a great example of you were listening to something else I wasn't saying. And I just wanted to share that with you. And now that you've helped me kind of realize that maybe that's what it is, I think about it very differently.
wow. Wonderful. And I'm happy to hear that. And it's funny how I that's how it went into my brain.
Right.
Um, for speaking, like the all the things that you were describing. So I'm glad that was helpful to you.
But that's one of the things I think you were talking about. You had all of these experiences with all of these other people. You've gathered all of this data, and it wasn't just you weren't just guessing. It was
No,
based on your experience and based on
yes,
all the data that you've gathered throughout the years.
yes. One of the things that I do is neurofeedback and brain maps. And so a brain map is a QEG. It looks at the brainwave activity, and there are certain patterns that relate to anxiety. So when I'm going over a brain map, and it shows anxiety, I will ask people, how does this show up for you? And so I get to hear all the different ways that anxiety shows up for people. And I've done maybe 800 or 900 maps at this point. And so, uh, oh, probably actually more than that. That's 800 or 900 people. So I've heard a lot of how people experience anxiety.